My name is McDonald and I'm the Program Manager for the Ontario Heath Study. Right now the OHS is working on analyzing data that was collected from our first follow-up questionnaire. So the follow-up questionnaire closed in March of 2018 and it collected an update on participants' health as well as some additional information on emerging issues of interest like e-cigarette use or marijuana use. And so we're taking the time to look at the data that we've collected from participants. We're also working on linking OHS data with environmental exposures. So this would be things like air pollution, water quality, green space, and by being able to link OHS data to those kinds of environmental exposures, it gives researchers much more to work with and they're much better able to look at how the environment impacts our health. And then finally, the OHS is working on refining our data access processes. So that would really make it easier for researchers to access the data and samples that OHS participants have provided for research use. In terms of the data and samples that are available to researchers right now, there's a lot of data that was collected in our baseline questionnaire. So that would include personal and family medical history, medication use, sleep patterns, alcohol consumption, tobacco use, that kind of thing. There are also blood samples from about 40,000 participants that were collected from across the province, and another subset of participants also provided physical measures as well as MRI data. We've also started to work on some of those samples, so there are genotype data from about 1,000 participants, and we expect that number to increase to over 6,000 participants. And we've also done some inflammatory biomarker work on about 1,400 participants, so that data is also available to researchers right now. Researchers should use OHS data because the 225,000 participants that we've recruited really represent the different social and economic and geographic contexts of the province of Ontario. We've collected information and samples from these participants, and the diversity of information that's available really lends itself to investigating the different lifestyle, environmental, and genetic causes of different diseases. And then finally, as part of the OHS consent process, we ask participants to consent to data linkage. And so this will allow us to link OHS information to the Ontario Cancer Registry, OHIP claims, that kind of thing. And that dramatically increases the breadth of information that's available to researchers. The Ontario Heath Study is in the midst of developing an occupational history questionnaire. So this will ask participants to tell us about all the different jobs that they've had over their lifespan, particularly what industries they worked in, what they were exposed to, whether they did shift work, that kind of thing. OICR is the home base for the Ontario Heath Study and really provides all of the necessary support and services that the study needs to thrive and be of service to the research community. In particular, the OICR Data Center provides a secure home for all of the data that have been collected from OHS participants. And most importantly, the leaders at OICR, particularly our PI, Philip Awadala, provide scientific direction to the Ontario Heath Study.